Hey there! Welcome to the first Dream Girls Fireworks Training Camp. I'm in my training gear so we can all train together and turn into lean, mean jewelry machines. Thank you for watching the video. Sorry you couldn't make it in person. Hope you'll be here next week because for everybody that comes we have prizes. This week's prizes, or next week's prizes, wow, cute little designer handbag. And I'm going to fill it up with everything you need to share your business with others. Second one, isn't that adorable? Little jewelry catcher, wonderful hostess incentive gift. Give it to the first lady, they'll book a show with you. Everything I'm doing here is to help you build your business. We're going to work together over this summer to encourage one another to reach the goals that we are each setting. We always do better with a running buddy, so let's run together to reach the goals for your business. The F in fireworks stands for friendship. We will start each week with some get-to-know-you questions. So here's my little get-to-know-you fact. I have 5 sisters and brothers, and I have 5 cousins. Isn't that weird? Most people have a lot more cousins than siblings, but not me. So that's my fact, and I'd love to know how many siblings do you have and how many cousins do you have. So we're going to all share that with each other. Can you just put it in the comments below, and everybody will know what's going on. So that's our friendship question for the week, and I stands for inspiration. Our inspiration is from Joan Horner. She has written a lovely devotional for every day of the year. If you don't have her book, they are on the Premier Designs website every day. And you can just print it right off, or you can read it on the website. So that's what I did, and I'm going to share Joan's inspiration. Inspiration is get in shape. How perfect is that? Physical exercise has some value, but spiritual exercise is much more important, for it promises a reward in both this life and the next. That is from 1 Timothy 4:8. We live in a health-conscious society. Listen in on any conversation, and if we wait long enough, it will turn to the subject of dieting, new recipes, or exercise of some kind. Healthy food, regular exercise, and rest are generally accepted to be the basic building blocks of good physical health. Let's apply this healthy trinity to our inner spiritual lives as well. We are to crave pure spiritual milk. That is from 1 Peter 2:2. A daily drink of God's Word nourishes our faith. Secondly, regular spiritual exercise yields rewards now and eternally. 1 Timothy 4:8. Stretch those muscles faithfully by applying the principles of God's Word. Finally, regarding rest, David wrote in one of his Psalms, "Oh, how I wish I had wings like a dove, then I would fly away and rest." I could write, "Oh, how I wish for a cruise so I could sail away and rest." We must take time renewing our souls spiritually by being still in God's presence. Food, exercise, and rest all add up to a spiritually dynamic, successful, and healthy person. Let's get in shape. So, and Joan's making it personal question is, what can I do to have a healthier spiritual life? That's just wonderful in God's timing that worked out for this day when we're talking about getting in shape. And the one thing that I am learning as I am continuously studying on ways to be a better leader and a better business person is that the basis of everything you do is your mind and your thoughts. So today I'm giving you some exercises to work on understanding your thoughts and then taking control of your thoughts. Hopefully by now you have checked out the book that I recommended from the library. There will be a link below if you want to buy it, but it is available at the public library, and it is all about thinking strong thoughts. So we're going to start our exercises today with a paper I have for you. And right now, this is our theme of our training, and you saw it all on your letters you got last week. Get your fire back. It's not over until God said it is over. Start believing again, start dreaming again, and start pursuing what God put in your heart. Quite often, what God put in our heart gets buried underneath our own self-doubts, self-criticism, or the criticism of others. So we are going to start with the old proverb, I don't fix my problems, I fix my thinking, and then my problems fix themselves. So to fix your thinking, first you have to analyze your thinking. So your first form has some questions. And these questions are, look in the mirror. Write down 5 things you see. Write down on the left side, first 5 things you see. So you can pause the tape and do your writing. Write the first things that come to your mind. The second question, now that you're back, when it comes to my business, I am, write down everything you think. Pause the camera. Okay, you're back. Now, when it comes to my home and family, I am, write down the first thing that comes to mind. Pause the camera. Pause the video. All right, and the last one, when it comes to my spiritual life, I am, write down those thoughts. I'm learning more and more how our subconscious directs our choices. You know, your subconscious actually makes a decision on something seconds before you realize your subconscious has made that choice. And that choice is made on the beliefs that are within your subconscious. I worked with all of you earlier this year, or most of you, on roadblocks. And you had worksheets. We're going to just review those. The next pages are for you to go over. What are your roadblocks? And I've got some inspiration for you too. Some great quotes. You can look these up on your sheets that have been sent to you. But the one I like is what matters most is how you see yourself. And sometimes that needs some work. We all need to work on that constantly. So we are going to work on changing our beliefs about ourselves. And then chase down the person you want to be, no matter how long it takes. There is never a point in life at which you are stuck with where you are. You have that choice every day to make the little changes that add up to big changes. On your worksheets, again, they're all right here. If you've not done the exercise with me, let me know. We will get together and work on that. But the first is to work on limiting beliefs. What are things that you are believing about yourself that are keeping you from being successful? What are the things you wrote about yourself? What are the things you wrote about yourself in your business or your family or your spiritual life? Stop and think, what was your first reaction? I want you to go back to that sheet. And on the right, if this was negative, I want you to write the positive truth about that. Maybe, like me, you're a little worried about places where you're rounder than you want to be. If I looked in the mirror and said, oh, I got a saggy chin, I could write on the right, I am God's workmanship. I am beautiful. God does not create junk. Period. That's it. That is a truth that you can live with. When it comes to my business, I am, and my first thought is undisciplined. And on the truth is, I am becoming more and more disciplined every day. So focus on the positive. What is the positive truth? We can sit down and work on this together because I want you to have every day positive things that you can tell yourself. So, go back to these limiting beliefs. Then what is the truth? Could you be successful if you believed what the truth is, not what you believe right now? And then write out the action. What steps will you take to move forward? Will you read some books? Will you spend some time with me or with a dear friend who will build you up? What steps can you take to change those beliefs, to build your confidence, to build your business? What reasons do you not trust yourself? We all have some things where we just think we can't do it, or we're not able, or we're not going to do it right. So, what does complete trust look like? Again, you've all got this on your paper. I'm just walking you through. What can I accomplish if I completely trusted myself? If I really knew that I could do all the things that I know I'm supposed to be doing, and I could trust myself to do them regularly, wow, what could happen? The vision is beyond imagination. What action steps will I take forward in faith, knowing that if I trust myself and I do the right things, the right actions will make all the difference in the world. The next one, analyzing your time. What are you doing that is productive? What are you doing that is not productive? For many years in my business, I spent untold hours designing cute little posters, cute little invitations. I loved it. I was good at it. But did it really build my business? No. Did each hostess need a custom invitation? No. I could just change the name and address. But I was doing what I was good at rather than what was good for my business. I still struggle with too much time on the TV, too much time on the computer. Facebook is forever taking me away. So those are my things that are not productive. What are the items that are productive? Contacting customers, contacting new business, going to network events. Anything that is actually going to put you in contact with people is going to build your business. So keep in mind, what are you doing that is productive? What is not productive? Keep a diary for 1 week of what you've done in your business and look at it, review what has actually resulted in more business for you. The next one, momentum breakers and momentum makers. These are things, where do we put our focus? What are we thinking about? If we're thinking about the past, either our failures will cripple us or we will want to rest on our successes. Neither of those is going to help you build a business. The momentum maker is thinking about your future. What do you see in the future? What do you have coming up? What do you want to have coming up? You can go down each of those lists. Double-mindedness. Going back and forth, being wishy-washy. I can do what I can't. I can do what I can't. I'm brave, I'm afraid. I'm brave, I'm afraid. I struggle with these daily. But keeping focus. Now, before I sit down to make my calls, I tell myself, I am ambitious, I am bold, I am courageous, I am caring. I am focusing on my customers. I am focusing on my strengths. So focus on what you want to think about. Scripture says, as a man thinketh, therefore he is. So you will be whatever you think you are. Individualism, momentum breaker. It's my business. I need to do this. I messed it up. I need to fix it. I failed. I need to suffer. No, you don't. Premier Designs, more than any other business out there, is built on mutual support. I am there for you. Your Premier sisters are there for you. Your Premier cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents are there for you. Everyone in Premier wants you to succeed. That is the foundation of Premier. So you are not alone in this business. No matter what choices you've made, no matter what actions you've done or not done, there is never a time that you cannot come to me and say, let's go, because I am here for you. I'm a mom, and just like your kids, they step out independently, but if they have a problem, they can always come back, and you can always come back to me. So, critical attitude. Wow. They say this is human nature, but this is part of our bad human nature, or our sin nature. Being critical of others just builds a negative mindset inside of you. Being critical of yourself is the most damaging thing you can do. Think positive thoughts whenever you can, and you will be thinking more positive thoughts about yourself, more positive thoughts about the people you're with. And people do know from your attitude, from your countenance, the way your face looks, if you're being positive or negative. So try to get a grasp on what are you thinking during the day. And when you're thinking negative thoughts, how can you change it to a positive? We've got to control the voices that are in our head. Okay, so we can go back through this, but you can look at this, think it through. Again, I would love, love, love to sit with each of you individually and work through what your struggles are, what your pains are, because they're all different. We all have different backgrounds, we all have different histories, we all have different emotional makeups. So let's figure it out and let's make some changes for the better. The next page. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What do you want to have, and what do you want to give? Those are the beginning building blocks of setting up your goals for yourself. You should constantly be renewing your goals. I just realized that last year in 2014, I hit some of my 2012 goals. Yay! I hit them. Set them out there. But what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? That's really important. So we think through. If you don't know where you're going, any road's going to get you there. Until we know what we want for our lives, we have no idea what path to take. Once you know, then every day you can measure your actions against what are your goals. And then we're going to set out specific goals. We've worked on this a little bit before, but I want this week for us to be very, very specific. Again, call me. I'll work through it. I can send you goal worksheets. We can do it on the phone. I'd much rather do it in person. But let's get your goals aligned. And why is your goal important? Don't do a goal because I said we should, or because Premier wants it, or because whatever. Why is it important to you? What is that goal going to do for your life or for the lives of others? And how exciting is it from a 1 to 10? If it's not exciting to you, it's going to be very hard to stay motivated. So think of goals that will excite you. Let's not go for the minimums. Let's go for something that gives us passion. So we're going to set some goals, and then we're going to write out. This is an exercise to really write out your goals. Because a goal can't just be, I want to do this. It has to have a plan of action, which is what this does. And you write down, what do you want? And why do you want it? Again, what will it benefit or who will benefit? When do you want it? A goal without a deadline is just a dream. You're just going to wait till it shows up. You need to go for it. Why is it important? And what action do you need to take to get that goal? Having the goals without an action plan is just a wish. So let's set up an action plan. You work on it yourself, we'll work on it together, but let's get these done. And then how will you celebrate? You like my little shirt? I've been working out, and ladies, I have lost 7 pounds in 7 weeks. I've been very disciplined, and I rewarded myself yesterday by getting some actual real workout clothes. So I looked like a workout diva. Reward yourself, little or big, but you've got to reward your accomplishments. Don't just think, oh, I got that, now I got to go to the next one. That doesn't give you a lot of motivation for the next time around. So, then this is one more chart here. What is your goal? What is your deadline? You want to keep it concise and short. Who is going to be helped by that goal? Remember, our premier motto is to honor God and serve others. Whenever we have a jewelry show, we are helping our hostesses and our guests, as well as building our own business. When we sponsor people, we are changing lives. When we share the premier opportunity with people, even if they don't sign up, maybe we've inspired them to dream. So who is helped? When you are helping others, focusing on others in your goals, they're much more liable to become true because your focus is off of yourself. And then who can help you? I'm here. I'm your mama. You all know Gail. She is amazing. You can call her anytime, or the entire Premier Design Sisterhood can help you. Or perhaps you have a friend, someone from church, someone in your family that's a good encourager that knows you well that can help you through this. So let's get some things down on paper so we know what direction we need to go. I hope you had fun with that exercise. I hope it's opened your eyes to a lot of things. We don't take enough time to think about what we're thinking about. So I hope you've done that, worked on it. Now I have just a real quick tip. Sometimes we get overwhelmed. Sometimes we say, oh my gosh, I haven't called anybody. I need to make 4 hours of phone calls tonight. Well, that's kind of like saying, oh my gosh, I'm out of shape. I'm going to go run 16 miles. You can't do it. You need to build up a little bit at a time. You need to develop habits. And this is a wonderful personal points equals great habits. And where did I get this? From some other jewelry lady. Premier is always sharing. So, there's daily details. There's 5 things. If you would do just these 5 things every day, you would be miles ahead of where you are. I would be miles ahead of where I am. I get bursts of activity, but I'm not consistent. If I would just do this, it's a very simple minimum building block to start with. 2 personal shares every day. Share your product, share the business. I've got worksheets here to give you on how to, first of all, talk to your customers, and second of all, talk to people that you meet out and about. If you want to, we'll get together this week and we will head to the park, to the library, to the mall, wherever in your area you think you can find some good prospects, and we will practice this skill. The second, 2 follow-ups. This is contacting people you have met in the mall, in the salon, wherever you've been, and your former customers, hostesses. 1, personal connection. Talk to your upline here, downline, sideline, or your running buddy. Girls, I would love for us, once we get our goals together, to partner up with someone whose goals are close to ours, or to who we feel a strong connection within the group, so you have a running buddy that you can talk to every day. It has been proven that you're much more successful when you have a running buddy. Okay, so, and then 10 personal pages. That means read 10 pages of something that will help you build your business, build your faith, or that is uplifting to you. I have a library full of books. You all should have the book on You Were Made for God-Sized Dreams and The Fred Factor. If you haven't read those, you can start with those. Or come on by. We'll go through the library and find what is best for you right now. And then email, Facebook, and I don't know what corporate mail is. Sorry, somebody else's sheet. But stay connected, again, with other people in the team, with people on your Facebook. We'll work on setting you up a personal and a business Facebook page if you like. But stay connected, stay visible, stay out there. So that's how it works, okay? And it does have an explanation. Everything is written out. And each week, we're going to count our points, and each week there will be a winner. And the big winner will be the person that's doing this consistently and changes their life. And I love this. This is Andy's 7 steps to success. You know we love Andy, and he tells it like it is. Step 1 is to contact people. Step 2 is to work. Step 3 is to contact people. Step 4 is to persist. Step 5 is to contact people. Step 6 is to be patient. And step 7 is to contact people. You're right. So we're going to work on this skill, on this program for the next week until we meet again, and we'll see how it is changing you, how it's changing your business. All right. Now you think, oh, I don't know how to call customers. I've never called customers. I haven't called any customers in 6 months, 9 months, a year, whatever it is. I've got the pages for you right here. Check-in calls training. It is word for word. This is off of a jammies and jewelry training. Everything in yellow is different things on what to say. Here's how to talk to somebody, how to leave a message, how to do follow-up calls. There's even one in here for people that you haven't talked to in a long time, because we all get there. So, to make those contacts, I've given you all the information you need. It's right here on your check-in calls training. Now, I have a package for each of you, but I do insist that you meet with me so I can give it to you. So, we'll get together, my place, your place, Popeyes, Starbucks, I don't care. All right, and then the last one is, this is, would you like a new consultant or hostess today? And this is how to talk to people when you're at the grocery store, at the park, whatever. So I've given you the assignment, but I'm giving you the skills. I'm never going to put you out there and tell you to do something that I am not showing you how to do and to do well. So I hope this has been inspiring. And girls, I really want you to dream big. We are dream girls because we are reaching our dreams and we are helping other women to realize and build their dreams. So I want you to go through these papers. I want you to get with me so we can fine-tune your goals, your dreams for your business. And that's the end of today's training. I hope you'll be here next week, 10:30 Tuesday. If that does not work for you, I can always do a duplicate session, but wanted you to get started right away. So here you go, and dream big. Bye-bye.